Hi, I'm Clifton.
I'm Mark.
I'm Victor.
And I'm Alberto.
And we are the Tenors.
Thank you so much for listening to LifeMinute TV.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
The internationally renowned award-winning vocal group The Tenors are warming up the holiday season with a brand new album, Christmas with the Tenors. It includes holiday faves such as Irving Berlin's classic, I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm.
I got my love to keep me warm.
Chris Ria's Driving Home for Christmas, and Sia's Snowman. The guys also kicked off their American Now and Forever tour this month, but we got to hear them perform first when they stopped by the LifeMinute Studios to tell us all about the new album. This is a Life Minute with the Tenors.
We have a new Christmas album coming out called Christmas with the Tenors. We're currently on tour right now across North America and Europe, and we're just happy to be here with you at Life Minute.
You know, we've recorded Christmas albums in the past. What was especially meaningful about this one was we went for some of the maybe lower hanging fruit in terms of Christmas standards, going back to the songs of our youth or childhood, you know, things like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Here Comes Santa Claus, Jingle Bell Rock, stuff that really speaks to the joy of the season. And not that there isn't joy to be found in the big orchestral arrangements, but there's definitely a jovial nature about this album. And it just takes us back to our childhood, you know, like getting in our PJs, getting on the couch and, you know, maybe watching Peanuts, right? Yeah. And, you know, yeah. Charlie Brown Christmas, because we've got, you know, Christmas Time is Here. That's another cut that's on the record. So it's really been going back to our childhood, if you will.
For each song, it's a little different. You know, it's a collaboration between, you know, the different producers that we have on the album. We've worked with some great producers on this album. It was really nice to collaborate with them, as well as the label. They have great suggestions as well. And then when it comes to arranging, it's a tag team between the orchestral arrangers, the producers, and us. We arrange as well. We love getting our hands involved with that. Dirty. Yeah. Hands dirty. Yeah. Hands dirty with that. We love that aspect of this group, how we could kind of shape and color each song a little different from maybe the arrangements you've heard in the past. So that's what's exciting about this album. You might be like, wow, that's a different rendition. I like that.
This album marks their first since Clifton and Victor Micallef welcomed new members Mark Masri and Alberto Urso to their multi-platinum group.
I mean, super exciting, you know, to join a group that's got such a great lasting legacy. You know, they've been in the industry for many years, a lot of great successes and wonderful experiences, and we've had some great experiences thus far. And to be able to actually put an album, a proper album together for the first time in this configuration has been super meaningful. And we're getting to learn each other too, like in terms of a creative process. You know, how one guy works might be a little bit different than what we're accustomed to doing. And it's great because you're learning off of each other, you're bouncing ideas off of each other, you're getting to know each other's strengths and weaknesses in studio. But it's great, and especially the fact that it's a Christmas album, because that, you know, you want to come together for something like that anyways, because there's a lot of joy and love wrapped up in Christmas. So
yeah, the good thing is that we are really good friends. So when we're recording the album, we make music together, we always enjoy, we laugh. So it's always a beautiful atmosphere. We're not really serious. Then when we have to really sing a performance, we are really serious and we know each other. So this is really good.
Yeah, the Christmas with the Tenors tour. We're so excited. We're doing 6 different countries. We're starting in Westbury, New York on November 3rd, and then we're going all the way across the US and then back into Canada, and we're doing Italy and Germany and France and the UK, because this is an international release with Warner, which we're just so excited about. Yeah, the album really it's got songs for everybody, and so you'll hear a lot of those songs on the tour, and of course, you know, a lot of the fan favorites. So we have an incredible TFF core fan base that like follow us around, and they've been to so many shows, so we want to make sure that we do those songs that they've come to love and know, and give them something fresh and special for this holiday season.
So how do they protect those voices on the road?
Yeah, just isolate from everyone on Earth. No, I'm kidding.
Hazmat suits.
You know, it's funny.
Hazmat suits, yeah.
It's funny because there's a lot of people on the bus. There are a lot of people after show that you meet, the guests, and you know, that's a given. You have to protect yourself by just keeping your immune system up. exercise and what you put in your body as far as like supplements. Like you should see our suitcases.
We got a lot of vitamins.
There's like
It's like a health
so
store.
many bottles of supplements.
Tinctures and teas and sprays.
You super greens and like all sorts of different roots of trees and but I have probably like 20 vocal sprays, all natural, so obviously like if someone's feeling a little down, like we all come together to help that guy through it. So
It's dangerous though, because he just gave us a little spray, and it's the same size as my hand sand bottle, and I sprayed hand sand in my mouth.
It does the same thing though.
It did disinfect.
It does the same thing. Yeah. And rest is super important.
Yes,
So
it
trying to get as much sleep as you can on the road, because the demands are quite, can be quite.
Sleep in heavenly peace, right?
Yeah, exactly.
keeping the bus
Pray
hydrated.
also, guys. Pray.
Yeah, you have to pray. Yeah, and
That we don't get this whatever buddy boy next to us has, right? Yeah.
Are you looking at me or him?
I just wasn't pointing at anyone in specific.
What do they do when they aren't performing?
I think we just covered it. Sleeping, right?
Sleep is good.
Take in local flavors. I mean, if we're in a town for a couple of days, might try to do a little Christmas shopping, right? We got to get that done because we get home literally the day before Christmas Eve.
We have to buy a bag.
So you got to buy a bag to carry the gifts home.
Put the gifts in.
Yeah.
And then food too. Like we love to hunt down like really interesting restaurants that are specific to that city or
This
that
guy
region.
is the food king.
I like leftovers.
I have to say that like on our days off to explore the place we're in. I've always loved that about touring. It's hard being away from home, but that's the joy that we get, especially on days off when we're not singing. It's less speaking, but just using our eyes and our feet. So it's fun.
Favorite Christmas memory, Alberto?
I think my favorite Christmas memory, I remember Christmas with my grandmother. We was all together. What a beautiful moment with all my family. So now I missed that moment. But now my mom, she's waiting for me in this Christmas, so we stay together. I hope they arrive because we have the last concert is on 23rd. But I live in 24th, so I arrive on 25th. It's a big
In
problem,
Sicily?
huh?
Yeah.
In Sicily.
Yeah.
But it's okay. But it's a beauty. Just stay with family.
Favorite Christmas memory? I mean, I've got so many. I really have fond memories of going to my grandmother's farm, which was about a 2-hour drive from our home in the city of Toronto. And, knowing that we were going to be there, it's this century-old farmhouse. All of the cousins were going to be there. There'd be this massive spread of food. You would eat until you were comatose. And just,
Comatose?
yeah, comatose.
That's a tasty deal.
And it just being there, getting out on the skidoos in the snow, because there's plenty of snow and there's a big farm, so we could explore trails, and the fire going. It's just the sound of the fire going and just being with family and sharing life together in the time of year where it's really cold outside, but you feel really cozy and warm on the inside.
I got to say that my favorite Christmases probably reflect, being a father and just being at home with my son. The very first Christmas he was here, he was like baby Jesus at the pageant. So that was kind of neat. I almost didn't make it home because of a snowstorm that tour, but just got home on time to witness that. And as he grew up, just seeing the joy in the children's eyes, there's nothing like it. It reminds you of when you were a kid, opening the gifts and how exciting that was. I think that we get to relive as fathers every year, which is nice.
A memorable Christmas moment, we were in Sapporo, Japan, and it was New Year's Eve, and we hadn't booked any reservations, and we assumed we could just go out and find a place to eat on New Year's Eve. It was my whole family, mom, dad, brother, sister, and my cousin who spoke Japanese took us to Japan to take us around the country. And we couldn't find anywhere to eat, and it was a blizzard outside, and nothing was open. So the restaurant wanted to cater us and take care of it, so they put us in their grand ballroom dining hall, which was a 30-foot table with these massive chairs with all this wooden embroidery that went 10 feet behind us. So we're all sitting there like kings and queens of the court, eating spaghetti and meatballs all about 15 feet away from each other on New Year's Eve. And my dad loved it because it's his favorite dish in the world. But that, for some reason, was just a very like once in a lifetime hilarious moment, Christmas Eve in Sapporo, Japan.
Did you have to put on your royal voice? Can you pass the potatoes, please?
Father, pass the potato.
Or else you won't be heard across the table.
It was far. It was far. Yeah.
So with we performed together to Radio City Music Hall for Disney, and also Hollywood Bowl and Royal Albert Hall. So these 3 plays.
And
With
Lang Lang.
Lang Lang played Disney, and Gina Alice, his wife. So
Yeah, we did Radio City Music Hall, and the mayor came out, and we were playing piano with the mayor. It was kind of fun. He was a cool dude. He's a good music lover, I think.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, Gina Alice and Lang Lang, they're a very talented couple, and we thank them for inviting us on their show. For me, I think the Celine Dion moment was pretty epic on Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, we'll never forget that memory. Our best wishes go out to Celine, obviously, at this time.
Thus far in the group, probably the most memorable performances would have to be those 3 major venues, Radio City Music Hall. Royal Albert Hall was super special as well. I mean, there's just something iconic about that particular room and what it represents to the United Kingdom and to the world. So, yeah, and to be on that stage and singing songs of Disney and, with an orchestra and Lang Lang at the piano, and it's just like, it's quite magical. It's quite magical, to say the least, yeah.
Well, since we're here in New York, I got a great New York story. We finally got to perform Madison Square Gardens. We were on tour with David Foster. We just got back from Asia, and as you know, there's a couple of different venues in Madison Square Gardens, and we were in one venue singing, and at the exact same time, while we were singing Leonard Cohen's iconic song, Hallelujah, in the other venue, Leonard Cohen was performing Hallelujah. And it was the serendipitous moment where the universe is telling you you are right where you're supposed to be. And so now we like to say, we performed with Leonard Cohen at Madison Square Garden, which is a bit of a stretch, but
A lot of special memories here in New York, like Rockefeller, a tree lighting.
Tree
as
lighting,
well.
Rockefeller tree
That
lighting.
was another epic moment. New York has something about it at Christmas.
We sang in the NHL finals at MSG, the Rangers versus the Kings. That was really cool. Anthem, not one of our songs. After the tour, what do you think, guys? What should we do?
Sleep.
Eat. Sleep and eat.
say solo. Say just 20 days for the
Without seeing the other tenor.
Your purificate your feel, and then you can see more again. And
And we do have new music coming out in the new year, and we're excited to share
Back
that
into
with
the
the world.
studio. That's what's happening. So we got another album to record, and it's got to be done in short order. So we got to get to
Quick, and you want to get your hands dirty, right?
we can't break for too long. We've got work to do. So
It's going to heal the world. That's one of our mandates is hope, healing, and harmony. We want to use our voices to bring the world together, to heal, to close the gap between communities and people that are having difficulty seeing eye to eye. And hopefully the power of music can do that.
And I think it is going to be a powerful album, like
and it's
the universe, like the sun and the moon.
it's got a
Together.
lunar connection.
Oh, hints dropping here.
That was too much of a
Is that too
hint.
much? Okay.
Having sang already with so many greats, who would they still love to collab with?
So many different artists that you'd love to get on stage with. I mean, so many amazing.
come on, Coldplay.
Coldplay, you like Coldplay, yeah?
That'll do. I mean, collectively, we've been on stage with a lot of incredible artists and had the
100%.
opportunity to sing with them, but we've not been on the same stage as Coldplay yet, so that's a good one. Let's put that at the top.
I'd like to do a duet with Taylor Swift if she's down. I mean,
There's a song that we put on this Christmas album, Snowman by Sia. That would be a neat collaboration. So Sia, if you're listening, we did your song, but the next album, yeah, call us.
we did a song with Bing Crosby. Their estate asked us to do a
A
duet.
Christmas song, in fact.
Yeah, with his song Chestnuts Roasting. So it was his voice, and we harmonized around him with the London Philharmonic. That was a really special moment.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, I think Adele would be great.
That would be awesome.
That's a pretty special artist.
Lady Gaga.
You know what? Like, if you could go back in the past, like maybe someone like Judy Garland, you know, like that epic voice of that old school voice, that kind of
Elton John.
undeniable. Yeah.
Wow, there are a lot, guy. We can stay here all day, I think.
I think so, yeah. It's open-ended question here.
Yeah.
It's like a Christmas wish list right now.
Oh, today we're singing "I've Got My Love to Keep Him Warm." This is the first single of this group, this album.
The snow is snowing, wind is blowing, but I can weather the storm. What do I care how much you may storm? I got my love to keep me warm. Got my love to keep me warm. I can't remember a worse December, just to watch those icicles form. What do I care if icicles form? I got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my glove. Don't need no overcoat, I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire, flames grow higher, but I can weather the storm. What do I care how much you may storm? I got my love to keep me warm. Got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my glove. Don't need no overcoat, I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire, the flame grows higher, so I can weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I got my love to keep me warm. I got my love to keep me warm. I got my love to keep me warm.
Questa è Feliz Navidad per tutti voi. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
A volte ci domandiamo cos'è l'amore. L'amore è stare con le persone che ami e non perdersi un istante. Quindi goditi quell'istante come fosse l'ultimo. Buon Natale.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. bottom of my heart.
To hear more of this interview, visit our podcast, Life Minute TV, on iTunes and all streaming podcast platforms.